Gang, welcome back to my channel where you'll find all things natural. If you're new here, welcome. I'm your friendly neighborhood natural, bringing you all the tips, tricks, and tea on mainly my natural hair, but I do dabble a little bit in lifestyle and fashion here on my channel. I'd love for you to become part of the Natty Gang, but in order for you to do that, you're gonna have to hit that subscribe button down below, give this video a thumbs up, and without further ado, let's get right into it. So now that my eyebrows are done, I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my makeup while I answer some of the questions. So the first question is, how are you able to balance a 4.0 GPA, athletic achievements, and a healthy relationship? The one thing that I can say attributes to me being able to achieve these things is the fact that I am a true planner. As a Virgo, I am just naturally into planning. Like, I make sure that I plan everything that I am going to do, and that is what gives me structure. So because I am such a planner, it just helps me to keep on a straight path. I went to 3 high schools, so I had to quickly adapt to each individual curriculum because they were all different. So I think that that actually really contributes to my ability to get into a new environment and just go along with it. If you're going to school for athletics specifically, you need to focus on your academic and your athletic first before you get into any type of relationship. My boyfriend and I, we went to the same college and we were both on the same sports team. It wasn't hard for us to spend time together because we were around each other like 24/7, except for when we were in class because we had different majors. But other than that, the spending time together wasn't hard. We did make sure to plan out time for our date nights where we didn't talk about school, we didn't talk about track or anything like that. We basically focused on ourselves. It just fell naturally to us because we had the time and the opportunity, you know, to get to know each other in that way. You just need to have an expectation of what you want out of your relationship and make sure that your partner is on the same page. If you can't handle being in a relationship at the time, like as you're in college or like you're trying to figure yourself out, then just don't be in a relationship. Like, focus on yourself. Make sure that you are doing what's best for you. But if in the end you do decide to, you know, get into a relationship with someone, I think that communication is really key. And I think that that's something that my boyfriend and I have been really good at. He is the first guy that I literally tell everything to. And like, we were friends first, so it's easy for me to talk to him. But being able to balance a relationship on top of classes, on top of a sport, or, you know, any type of club that you're involved in, focus on the important stuff first, obviously, like class and athletics, and then go into the relationship stuff. But yeah, if you got the athletics and the academic down, like, go ahead and explore being in a relationship and see how you like it, you know? I just think that communication is key. That's really it. Like, you need to be able to communicate with your partner and understand that sacrifices are necessary for a successful relationship. The next question is, how was the transition from student to full-time employee? And honey, it was ghetto, okay? Adulting is ghetto. Bills are ghetto. But that's what comes with the territory, and just understanding that in order for you to be successful at owning things, you know, you want your own car, you want your own place, you own your own business. It comes with the territory, responsibility, honestly. I had a pretty sweet setup because I had a grad assistantship when I was in college, because I did a 5th year because I got injured my freshman year and I wasn't able to compete. But because I had that grad assistantship, I was able to learn, you know, what it meant to be an adult and what it meant to take care of myself before actually entering into the real thing. It was kind of like a simulation. Like, my mom helped me through all of that. I will say that my 5th year and, you know, when I was getting my grad degree, that actually saved my life because it gave me enough time to fine-tune my plans and figure out what I wanted to do specifically, what job I wanted, what kind of life I wanted after college. Now that I look back on it, like, I was upset at first that I had gotten injured freshman year because I felt like I missed out on a lot of freshman experiences. But in the end, it worked itself out because God. But you literally should start planning roughly what you want to do, or have an idea at least of what profession you want to go into the summer before your junior year starts, because honey, when junior year starts, I swear it goes by so fast. And if you wait until the day of graduation to figure out what you're going to be doing, you might as well just look, I'm not knocking it, but I will say that it was so much easier for me to transition into adulthood and transition into these responsibilities that I have right now, because I planned. Really try to sit down, outline your goals, figure out what you want to do, and execute them, you know? And if things don't happen the way that they're supposed to happen all the time, which obviously that sometimes happens, you know, stuff happens. You have to be able to adapt. You have to understand that everything ain't gonna go the way that you want it to all the time. For me, with my grad assistant position on campus, it actually helped me figure out how to navigate through adulthood and how to basically just get through the stressful moments, because having a part-time job while taking night classes, while training to compete on weekends, my 5th year, I was tired. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. I was really tired. The transition for me was easy, but that's not to say that it can't be easy for you in your situation. A lot goes into the planning stage of it. So when you get to the execution stage of it, it's not difficult to do. Are you satisfied with your choice to stay at the mountain to complete your 5th year, or do you wish you completed it somewhere else? That 5th year was my saving grace. It was such a blessing. It set me up for success, and I would not change that for the world. Like, I was just grateful to be able to, you know, get that opportunity and have that chance. I wouldn't have, you know, gone anywhere else because I had already spent 4 years at the Mount. I had already proven myself. Why would I want to go to, you know, a different school for my 5th year when the Mount already knew my potential? My coaches, my teachers, like my advisors, my mentors, all of them had believed in me. And for that, like, I felt like it was my, you know, privilege to be able to spend my 5th year there and give them, you know, what I got out of my college experience, you know? So the next question is, what are 3 of your fears? And the first fear that I have is simply being mediocre. I just don't think that, you know, being mediocre is something that would sit well with me. And I just mean that, like, if I start something, I'm gonna finish it, because that's just who I am. And if I put my mind to it, like, it's gonna get done. There's only one time that I can recall that I started something and didn't finish it, but that was because it just truly wasn't for me. It did not fit my character. It did not fit, you know, what I wanted to do. And I had to be okay with that, because it was something that I struggled with for a really long time afterwards. And I'm still struggling with it sometimes. I have regrets, but I just know that, you know, God will walk me into my purpose. So there's no need for me to fret about stuff that, you know, didn't work out for me. My next fear would be losing a loved one. Like I said, family is really essential for me. They're just something that, you know, is non-negotiable. Like, I go to war for my family. I love my family so much. And I just don't like the thought of losing a loved one. And my third fear, I guess I would say, is not being able to live my life, you know, the way that I intend to. For a while, I had people telling me how I should live my life and what they think I should do with my life. And I just had to remind myself, you know, they're not living my life. They don't know the way that I think or what I'm going through. So who are there to tell me how to live my life and how to do what, you know, is best for me. When people try to tell me, you know, what I should do or what they think is best for me, I just try not to listen. Like, it is what it is. What are your top 5 dream trips? And right off the bat, like, my first dream trip is Dubai. Like, I have a friend who actually lived in Dubai or still lives in Dubai. But yeah, she lives in Dubai and her Instagram be going crazy. Like, I love the aesthetic of Dubai. Like, I just really want to go and experience that aesthetic. My next trip, I would have to say, is Jamaica. I had talks about going to Jamaica with my family, but, you know, somebody had to come and ruin the party. And then the next thing is like the Cayman Islands. Oh my gosh, I heard so many good things about the Cayman Islands. I just really want to experience it for myself, honestly. And then the next 2 would be like France and Italy. Like, the hardest thing about college, both academically and on the athletic side. The hardest thing about adjusting to college on the academic side was adjusting to the culture shock of being at a PWI. Like, so I get, you know, more acclimated to the campus and stuff, but like, just finding my niche and finding like people that I can relate to was the hardest thing about being at that school. Literally the first week of classes, I called my mom that Friday and I was like, yeah, you're gonna have to come pick me up because this ain't working for me. My mom was like, oh, you need to just, you know, relax, take a step back, make friends, blah, 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 all that stuff. And I just was like, all right. After I started track practice and I got to know a small group of people that, you know, I still call my friends today. Like, it was okay, but like at first the culture shock was intense. And then on the athletic side, adjusting to the different coaching style, because my college track coach basically made me unlearn everything that I had learned in high school so that I could revamp my approach to, you know, the sport, like on a college level. And I just was looking at him like, what? Like, I just spent 4 years doing this and now I'm changing up? Like, what do you mean? Eventually I was gonna have to change some things in order to be good. It became something that was like second nature to me. If you could do college over again, would you? And what would you change? No, I would not do college over again. First of all, your girl did 5 years. I did my bidding time. I'm done. There are some things that I do miss about college. I do miss, you know, my track team and my friends. Like, I would not change anything that happened to me in my college experience for anything. I'm just glad that things happened the way that they did. And I feel like if I went back to college and say I didn't get injured my freshman year, things would not have worked out, obviously, the way that they did. So God really had me from the beginning. I don't think that it would have been the same had I not, you know, experienced those downfalls or those shortcomings. Going through those things made me who I am today and also helped me, you know, just get used to being an adult, having these responsibilities. Like, owning my own place, like, is really, truly a great experience. Especially at such a young age too. And I'm not saying that y'all gotta go out and buy your own place at the age of 25 to prove something to somebody, but the fact that I was blessed enough to do that, like coming out of college and having my job like straight out of college with 2 degrees, the experience was just unique to me and something that I would not change at all. I got a lot of good things out of, you know, those experiences. My boyfriend, me and him, we've been together for 5 years. You know, he's my best friend. I got 2 degrees, I got a stable job, and because I got that stable job straight out of college, I was able to afford the things that I can afford now. Short answer is no. I ain't changing nothing. I ain't going back. I'm just going to live my life the way that it is now and keep it pushing. So the next question is 5 things that you can't live without. And this is in no particular order. My NYX Buttergloss, which y'all about to see me put on right now. This stuff is amazing. My skincare routine. My new skincare routine is literally everything. Like, my skin has felt so much better since switching to this skincare routine. My baby Mila, I love, love, love my dog. Oh my God. She was the best birthday gift that your girl could ask for. Like, I told my boyfriend I wanted a puppy or I wanted a dog. He was like, all right. Called me when I was at work and was like, your dog gonna be at home when you get there. And I was like, don't play with me. And he was like, no, I'm dead serious. Like, you have a dog now. Well, we have a dog. And I was like, oh my God, this man is like impulsive for one, but like, he really got me a freaking dog. The next thing is my family. Like I said, my family is important to me. They number one. I love, 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 love my family. Can't live without them. The last thing I would say is music. I use music for everything. I have a playlist for everything. I have a playlist for cleaning my house. I have a playlist for wash day. I have a playlist when I'm in the car just driving. I got a playlist for everything. I got a playlist for when I'm editing my videos. Music has gotten me through so many difficult times when, you know, I was going through it. It's just gotten me through so much. I just really enjoy listening to a good playlist. And those are just the things that I like to do. This is the final look. I actually really love this. I have never had my makeup come out this good. Like, sis. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down below what was your favorite question that I answered. I love you all, and I'm so glad that you tuned in, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.